One, yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now. Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, able to avoid him. Hurts on the keeper. Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain. They will run for it with Gainwell. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He'll take it inside the 25. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he's going to go down again. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hurts.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Left side here to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line.
And that is not near enough. They'll get 12 yards back, and it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back to Montgomery on second down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. On third and short, they'll try option left. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up fourth down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. The Eagles on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going deep for Brown. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't break. Sports at venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. We're in the fourth quarter now with the Eagles in control of the football.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it's really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Hurts gets this to Sanders.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Chicago, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.